I imagine so.
Alright, living in a storage locker for 2 months in style. This is a crazy video.
So if you're going to live in a storage unit, you're going to need to be as invisible as you possibly can be. You basically need to be a ghost. If anybody finds out you're here, that's when you start running into trouble.
Oh wait, cheers.
I'm gonna mute you on Discord here.
But
So, first of all, I needed power for my unit. So what I did is I ran an extension cord along the power cable up here, and I sort of zip tied it up. So you can't really tell its power is going to my unit unless you are looking closely. So this is my unit here, and at the top of the unit you can see I have an antenna, and that's...
You gotta go back and listen to the video.
no, I got it. I was like, what do you mean?
Tied it up. So you can't really tell its power is going to my unit unless you are looking closely. So this is my unit here, and at the top of the unit you can see I have an antenna, and that's...
That shit looks so ghetto. Look at this. Look at this. It's going through the door hole right here. This is so ghetto. And
Literally,
this thing,
the most ghetto shit ever.
So I can get a cell signal inside the unit itself, because once you close the door, it drops all signal. I have a lock, which I've magnetized onto the door, so it looks like it's locked, even when it's not. And then when I actually do want to lock it, I can just use this lock or use another one down here and leave that one there. Alright, so let's take a look at the unit now.
Undercover, like stealthy.
This is supposed to be stealthy? Ew.
So in here I've got my TV, entertainment
I
center
don't know why I said ew.
set up there. I've got my bed. I've got my kitchen area over there, complete with a
Bro lives in a shack.
fridge and my couch over here.
This is a fucking storage
Once you're
unit, dude.
inside here,
I wonder if he brings girls over to his house to this. Like, one of these are women.
I don't know, but you know how, dude, this guy has like a whole fucking apartment set up.
you can close the door,
Shit.
and I've screwed on a latch here so that way you can close it and sort of lock it from the inside.
I mean, this is pretty goddamn creative.
I've also put a mirror up so you can see what you're doing.
Dude, I couldn't stop
Up
fucking
here
my
I've
phone
got
off when I first
a
watched
toaster
this.
oven, and this toaster oven actually works pretty well. I'd say it works just as well as a conventional oven.
God.
I've got some dishes over here,
Bro, you can't be
got some more
real.
pots and pans over here, and my fridge is right here.
A mini
People
fridge in
literally
your
do
fridge?
this.
This is his fridge. He's got a frozen pizza. That's the only thing Bro's making for dinner.
Literally.
And a gallon of whatever. This is olive oil or orange juice? What do you think
And
this?
eggs.
What do you think this is right here? Olive oil?
That's orange juice.
That's
Orange juice
orange
and eggs,
juice.
it looks like. That's orange juice.
Underneath I've got a filing cabinet, some tools, and some storage for some other stuff I
And the canned food. You see the beans?
have. Up on this part of the kitchen,
Bananas.
We're doing some react right now. You're joining the good times, you know.
I have cutting board so I can make some lunch or dinner there. I have a hot plate for boiling water,
Would that be oil? I don't know.
cereal.
I thought
up
it was
here-
like a gallon bottle.
Here is up here is the Tupperware, and then over here I've got a food cupboard with all my food. And this is the sink I've built, and the sink is basically like a 25-liter container filled with
What an amazing thing.
water, and I've attached these tubes here, so you just open it up, and then the water comes down this tube and out there. So you've got running water, you can do dishes, get a drink, whatever, and then the water filters
This is so ghetto.
into this bucket, which goes down into these holes here, which goes into a funnel, which leads into a separate container here. And I usually find I have to empty that container and refill that one, usually once a week, maybe twice. So over here above the
water, no, literally.
bed, I've built
Oh,
a
look at the bar. He got booze,
Free
man.
water, free power.
bar, and this is just to hold all my liquor and drinks and everything. But I've also got stuff at the back there behind the bed. So what I've done is I've built this little hinge here. This comes out, and then the hinge drops down, and then that can hold in place
What is this?
while you go and get whatever you need to from back there.
What would you need back here?
Over here I've built a clothing rack, and this works just like it would in any closet. You put your clothes there, except I've included this little latch here on this string so you can push the clothing further to the wall, giving you more space. Up here I've built some shelving for some items that I'm storing in here that I don't really use too much. I got my snowboard hanging from the ceiling there. And
all the alcohol fell. I'm imagining all the bottles, bro. Oh no.
as you can see, all the stuff I've built in here is all built basically hanging from...
So now, if this guy, imagine you meet this guy at the bar, okay? And he's like, yo, come back to my house, y'all hit it off. And he brings you to a fucking storage unit. What are you doing? What's your next move?
Oh my god.
He brings you to a fucking storage unit.
It's probably happened too. I guarantee you he did that at least once.
from the ceiling. And the way I did that is I just got 2x4s, really long 2x4s, and put them all the way across the unit, and then I used L brackets to build shelving down from that. So the lighting system here is these are all like Philips Hue lights, so you can just turn them on and off with either your smartphone app or this wireless switch here. And of course I do have my router there broadcasting my network, which that's all connected to. This is my new TV I just bought. It's a 4K TV, and I've got it hooked up to my computer so I can game on it or watch movies or do anything like that.
Bro's a streamer.
So up here I've got, this is my
sound system.
left surround speaker. So the thing about the speakers is to hear properly they should be positioned over here in the center and then to the right. But since this is the doorway, I sort of built this on a sliding system. So it just slides over. And now it's in the correct spot, so you'll have proper sound. And of course I've got the back speakers back there.
So much shit in here too.
As for extra storage, if you look up in the ceiling, I've got some games stored up there, just some pieces of wood to
what the hell am I looking at?
Extra storage.
store various items. Got my nunchucks up here.
My nunchucks?
And all my shoes. It's a great place to build a shoe rack.
I've never seen a shoe rack on the ceiling.
Storing my other clothes that aren't on the rack over there, I have pull-out drawers here. So those pull out from under the bed. I've got 2 of them. Yeah, so it's a really small space. And I'm storing a lot of stuff in here. There's more stuff under the bed as well, and this is stuff I don't particularly use in this unit, but once I move out I would use, so I'm keeping that. And as you can see, everything is sort of placed in an area where I know how to get to it, and it's quite convenient living here, actually.
The couch takes up so much space.
I even have a paper towel holder. Like, I have all the amenities you'd find in an apartment just in a very tiny space, and I built everything so I'm ready to access anything, and I don't have to waste time. And the only
He's got his seasonings up there. He's ready.
real thing I don't have in here is a washer and dryer, which is not a problem because I can just go to the laundromat for that sort of stuff. Oh, this is my water filling funnel, and I'll actually show you how that works too. I basically have a cart here where I put my water
Storage units when you get kicked out.
Yeah, right.
tanks on, and the cart is pressed against the water fountain, and then there's a wedge underneath one of the wheels to hold that cart in place. Then the water fountain goes and it shoots water into this funnel, which goes through that.
Wow, that's ghetto.
Got wood, which I've drilled a couple holes in, and out this tube here.
The funnel sink method is crazy work.
And then this tube goes into whatever tank I need to fill. So right now this is the water tank from my car, and it's just about filled. And this is me refilling the main water tank from my storage unit. And I have the sink there, and I've just emptied it. This thing usually takes about 10 minutes to fill from this water fountain here. I'd build another one of these and use the second water fountain as well, but it's broken and doesn't always work.
Damn, doesn't always work.
I'll be moving into a new apartment in about 3 weeks, and I have quite a few plans for what I'll be doing to that place, so
Oh god, what's he gonna do to this apartment?
stay tuned for another video on that. In the meantime though, thanks for watching.
Oh shit!
Alright, so this is my new
storage unit.
apartment. Just starting to move all my stuff in now. It's pretty bare bones at the moment. I got my kitchen,
My boy upgraded. I was talking all that shit about that storage unit.
living room, bedroom over here, bathroom here, closet and entry there. Not much now, but I plan to build a rock climbing gym in here.
A rock climbing gym in your apartment? Excuse me? What kind of shit is this guy on? He's about to build her over here, isn't he?